For someone who was young or who is young, like myself, I tend to have a lot of questions with regards to why I decided to own a team, what brought about the team, how did it even start. A journalist reached out to me today and was asking the story behind Blue Whale. Why did I start Blue Whale? And I I just didn't know how to put the story categorically properly. This is me officially telling the story in a proper way. Yes. Owning a team, owning a team was not something I prepared for, planned for, and got into because I wanted to become a CEO. Many persons who are team owners today, who own both male and female teams, probably prepared for it or saw a need in the market, or actually out of their love for female football or out of the lack of it, they decided to step in. In my own case, it was a little bit different. Not a little bit, bigly different. I was a footballer, I was a player in a grassroots team named Dynamic Queens, owned by Mr. Detunji Adeoju. I never had an intention to own a team while I was a player. Life happened in the sense that I had multiple repeated injuries in the course of me playing, from fainting in the game, yes, and when I just resumed back to training because we had a very big FEFCAN league, FEFCAN championship to play at Agboa. I had to just spend 1 month recovering from the collapse from the field and all of that, to returning back to the game in less than two, in less than 1 month. The first match I played, I was able to play it, of course, full time, 90 minutes. I played central then. The second match, 5 minutes into the game, I don't even think it was up to 10 minutes. Let's just say 5 minutes into the game, there was a throw in. I approached the ball as I should. My six covered for me, so I approached the ball. I just covered the person, and me lifting to head the ball out, and lo and behold, I think I landed on my ankle. The leg just turned. I thought it was a joke. Yes, I thought it was a joke. I didn't think it serious because me have injury again. No, no, I always have this like, na me the injure striker, no be striker dey go injure me, no be attacker go injure me. I I was just limping. I used one leg, so I limped back to my position. And when I tried dropping the second leg, this leg is not this leg is not responding. No. I tried it again. The leg was not responding. The leg is not responding. I ignored it. The game continued, and so when I was pushing my defense line out, pushing the girls out, let's go to the middle of the game because I like playing high line defense. I do not like my opponents attacking me too much. I love to keep my offsides from a little bit the middle of the field and all of that. While I was pushing everybody out and myself, I was heading out. I was still using one leg, all this one. Oh. I said the opponents started attacking us, running to. I say one leg is not. I can't do this thing with one. Let me drop the second leg. Dropping the second leg, I let out a very loud scream, like the leg was not functioning. They had to carry me out of the game. That was when I began thinking twice about my life and my journey in this football something. As somebody who actually is not did not even want to carry the football as a professional career. I actually just wanted to play it for just a limited period of time. I already even gave myself 3 years, yes. I gave myself 3 years. So if I go pro, 3 years and I'm back. I'm out to do my business. I actually love business more than football. Not like loving football, not loving football, playing it. I began thinking, I put one and two together, put two and three together, and put four and five together. I said, you know what? let me relax and do something else. After the entire tournament, I'll be championship or league and all of that, we got back and I got to my house and I sat down. I began thinking. I think I'm not progressing as I should business wise because I've been giving 90% to football. For somebody who actually enjoys business and wants to do business, I can't carry both of them together. It's a different thing if I was just going to do the business to support the football. Then once the football succeeds, I get the football. But I wanted my business to succeed even more than I wanted my football career to succeed. I decided to drop one for one, and of course, with the injury, I just used that as an excuse. My manager, how courage, when are you resuming back to training? How is your leg? Even when it seemed like the leg was going, oh, I was not completely healed, but I just knew that let me just use this thing to avoid these people first. Let me use this thing to buy enough time and get to properly plan my life and plan what I want to do with my life. I kept on giving excuses upon excuses and upon excuses and all of that. Eventually, in the course of my several excuses, there was internal issues in the team. I actually was the personal assistant to the team owner. Then, so when it comes to decision making in the team, I was privy to some information. I was privy to some stuff. I had an idea that there was some issues in the team, but I didn't want to be involved. I didn't want to be involved. I've had enough in the sense of what was doing in my leg. I stopped showing up 100% to the girls' trainings and my teammates' training, teams training, and all of that. I reduced my availability to the team till one of the major sponsor of the team or partner of the team then called the city, wanted to have a meeting with me, and he said some things, told me some things, some problems, what he's observed, and all of that, why he's angry, and all that. I knew about it, but it was not in my place to do anything. It was not in my place to do anything. I couldn't plead. I couldn't plead on anybody's behalf. Yes, I couldn't plead on anybody's behalf because I said I was trying to withdraw myself from everything football and try to build a life for myself and of course build my business to be much more stable, go global, go pro, and go pro in my business. No, not football wise. But the issue kept on lingering, and it seemed as though I was in the center of it all. Not that I caused the problem. Nope, nope. I've been a very good child. I was just in the center of it all because I think everybody had this belief that I would be able to settle things from this side or would be able to settle things from this other side. It was like a bit chaotic. I tried to remove myself from it, but the players wanted to see me, the managers wanted to see me, wanted to have a talk with me, and the manager, the owner of the team, the CEO of the team, wanted to still have a talk with me. I was boxed up. So I had to eventually show up to have this conversation. And unfortunately, on the day where everybody sat themselves down in a very big meeting to talk about the problem, it was not something that could be resolved. It was not something that could actually be resolved truly. It was chaotic. Everybody went. And for somebody who has invested in the team, myself, I have been an integral. I've been an integral part of the growth of the team. I've invested my time, my money, my energy to the growth of this. Seeing everything just go away. It was not something I was comfortable with or was going comfortable with. I didn't try to resolve anything because the girls were in their right to be angry. The managers were in their right to be angry. Everybody who was angry had a right to be angry at whatever it is that was angering them at that point in time. I was not trying to calm anybody down. No, I was angry too. I had my own reasons to be angry, but I was not really, really mad because I was already paving a way for myself out of everything to build a life and a future for myself. So I wasn't mad. Now, when the issue got so bad, players were about withdrawing themselves, and the team was literally no longer going to be existing. And I saw some of the persons who were in the team because of me, who still had hope, faith, and belief in the team because of me. The persons who held me at high esteem to still be here, to be there, and all of that. Seeing everything shattered or shattering, or at the point of shattering, I just I go back home and I had talk with myself. Had a talk with myself. I said, let me do a little bit of a gamble. Let me do a little bit of a gamble. I'm not going to let everything scatter. I'm not going to let everything just go down the drain. This is somebody's investment. Let me even be a little bit selfish. I've invested as well, and I would love to see the growth of this. I would love to see this grow. Even if I don't get to be a footballer any longer, I would love to see these persons from here go pro in their respective club sides. I had a talk with the previous partner. I had a talk with him. I told him what I want to do. I told him I can't let everything just go down the drain. And as much as the girls do not want to return back to the previous manager, who was obviously my manager then while I was a footballer, I said I would do a gamble. I'll make a gamble. I would manage the girls. And then once everything is stable, we would know what to do. But I'm not just going to let these girls in this anger and in this atmosphere just walk away. And where are some of them even going to go to? I called the girls, I called the meeting, the 20 something the players showed up, and in front of my manager then, while I was a player, I told him I will manage the girls. Yes, I'll manage the girls. Not for him. Yes, I'm not managing the girls for him. I will manage the girls. I don't want them to scatter. I don't want them to go away. I don't want them to go wherever. I don't have an idea. I didn't even have an idea of any management, football stuff, and all of that. I told the girls, let's make a gamble. I'm going to manage people. I'm going to do this for 1 year. Yes, that was the word I said. I'm going to do this for 1 year. If in 1 year I don't get to, we don't have any progress, I'm going to put in my best for this 1 year. In this 1 year, if in this 1 year, at the end of this 1 year, we don't have any level of progress, we're not doing anything, we don't go anywhere, then I will release all of them. I'll release you all to go to wherever it is you want to go to. But give me 1 year of your lives. Let me see what I can do or where we can head to. I'm going to try to provide people with the best, and let's see how it goes. The period where I made that gamble was not the best period of my life, because I actually just lost about 5 million naira to a project. And that 5 million naira I lost to the project was actually me recovering from a project where myself and my friend, the millionaire pharmacist, Lorena, we had poured in everything and we're like, gonna be millionaire. Idiot. The idiot person took our money and flew into thin air. Till today, we are not even able to trace him because, of course, I did not even have the funds to even start chasing him. No, problem is money. You need to have money for problem. So, while recovering from that and trying to bounce back, see what you can do, I was able to get in some funds and I was trying to build something and I lost that money. I was almost involved in an EFCC case and it was terrible. So making that promise at that point in time, I swear, I don't know if it's a bad word, but it was not a perfect period of my life. Sometimes I wish I shouldn't have I shouldn't have said that. I should have just let everybody go. Yes, this is me just being real. I should have just let everybody go, and I don't think life would be bad to them. Or maybe I overstretched myself. A part of me is glad that I took that gamble. But the financial part of me is not happy because sincerely I gave the best. I gave them the best I had. It might have not been the best there is, but it was the best that I could think of, the best I knew. I employed a coach. And as someone who knows what value is, I didn't want anybody to train my girls for free. Even if it's going to be 1,000 I'm going to be giving you, but at least should be, you're bringing value to the table. I should be able to put something to the table as well. So I began paying salaries. I bought equipment, got all sets of balls and everything. For a matter of time, I was handling all the camp bills and everything. Like the bills that period really wanted to take my life. So didn't come into existence because I wanted to become a CEO. I really was freaky about being a CEO. No, that's not how or why Blue Whale exists. That's not why I am a team owner. That's not why I'm the founder of Blue Whale Sports Limited. Blue Whale is personal to me. And the fact that we succeeded in 1 year, we succeeded in 1 year, we're able to push some players to travel, get our younger players into the Premiership, and we're looking towards scaling beyond that. We're able to have some partnerships with some FIFA agents. We're able to get another coach when, of course, the first coach, that's going to be story for another day, though. First coach tried to, we're able to overcome every challenge and every challenges that showed up. As difficult as it was, we're able to overcome each and every one of them. And the girls having faith in me, staying, the ones that stayed. Of course, I discarded some persons, those ones that I felt I already knew them while I was a player. So of course, I knew these one have no future in this thing, and some left. I gave everybody an open check. I made some rules. I set some systems that was not comfortable for everybody. So of course, they needed to leave. The ones that stayed behind, I I can't say how I don't not that I appreciate them. I don't think that's the word I want to use. These girls have guts. That's just it. I don't think I would have believed in someone like myself as much as they believed in me. I don't know what sort of traits I have shown them or had shown them while I was a player, while I was their colleague, for them to had believed that I would be able to build them and lead them to being pro. So this is how Blue Whale got to be, and I believe it's just the beginning. It's just the beginning. It's been difficult. I ain't gonna lie. It's been energy draining. It's still draining my energy till today. It's been it's been it's been fun as well. Those girls make me happy. But whichever stage we find ourselves, or I find myself, and we find ourselves as a team, we've always overcome it together. And I can't say how proud I am of these girls and myself, of course, but I'm prouder of them than I am of me. I'm proud of myself, number two, but I'm proud of them, number one. They made me believe in myself in ways that I never thought I would. So whatever growth Blue Whale is going to experience in years to come, whatever growth I am experiencing as a person, whatever growth this company whatever growth and expansion this company is going to experience, is kudos to these girls. I'm going to try to attach their picture. It's kudos to them. They believed in me and they made me believe in myself. This is the story of Blue Whale.